Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm a homeschooling mom of two boys who are almost 8 and 11 years old. I love to connect with fellow homeschooling parents. So if you want to see videos of our daily routine, curriculum that we use, planning, schedule, recap, curricular reviews, their work, oral narrations, nature study, etc., please like and subscribe. Thank you. So for this series, I want to do a flip through of curriculum books that we like, history, science, and writing, and other curricula. For writing, I'm going to flip through Writing and Rhetoric, book 2, 3, and 4. So for language arts, since we are doing Charlotte Mason Ambleside online right now, so my 8 years old mainly does copy work. I just choose a sentence from his readings. I try to find words I want him to learn, or punctuation, contractions, and he copies. And he just learned cursive, so we are doing in cursive. And my 11 years old, I also choose passages from his readings for copy work, dictation, and he does written narrations. That's George Washington's World. That's what he did, written narration today. And I'll also show you some grammar choices. That's fixed grammar and easy grammar. But this past year, my 11 years old used Writing and Rhetoric book 2, almost finished it. For now, we are focusing on copy work, dictation, and written narrations. But I like this curriculum, and we may use it in the future. So it has 10 books. It starts with fable, narrative, refutation, and confirmation. I did see description, thesis in the upper levels. So with this book 2, I think it's good for 4th graders through 6th graders maybe. So it talks about main idea, dialogue, description, combining dialogue and description, conflict. So each lesson has a focus, but it starts with the text that's explaining what's a parable. It starts like this lesson is the prodigal son, and then asks for narration and written narration. So write one sentence for the beginning, middle, and end of the story, some questions to discuss, and then more exercises for comprehension and for vocabulary. It also has copy work and dictation, so if we want, we can use that as an idea for our copy work and dictation too. And sentence play, so it starts to teach you, like ask you to write. It has a sentence and ask you to change the nouns, the verbs, change the subject, etc. Copiousness, that's synonyms. So like if to use a different adjective, like So that's a sentence in the text, but he asks you to use a different adjective, use a different noun, how you can rewrite this sentence. And at the end, there's a larger assignment. So for this lesson, it asks you to write from a different point of view. So the parable is from the third person point of view. He asks you to write from first person view, like if you were the older brother. And that's it. That's the next lesson. It has a short parable. Again, narration, written narration, other copy work, and sentence play. And for this lesson, it asks you to amplify. Since it's shorter, it asks you to imagine, to add more details. How was this person? Add more descriptions to amplify. So sometimes it's, let's see, lesson 4, main idea. Okay, so this lesson was main idea, so it was short. I didn't see a writing assignment. This one is Greek myth. After the reading, again, it's narration, written narration, and sentence play. And for writing, it asks you to add dialogues. So this lesson is on dialogues. So it asks you to add dialogues into the story. And I remember, so this one was to add description into the story. After amplification with description, and again description, and this is combining dialogue and description. So it asks you to write with more and more details. And that's book 3. So book 3 is still narrative. It has a review of narrative types, outlining, story beginnings, main character. So in that book, it was story beginning and description, but now we are looking at the main character. I imagine there will be some descriptions of the character, opposing character, historical narrative, and the format is similar. So you have, well, that's lesson 1, so it's a kind of a review, different types of narrative. Let's see. Outlining a narrative. So you have the 3 little pigs, and it shows you how to outline, and then you read the fable of the stomach and ask you to outline this one and another one and another one. Okay, that's story beginnings. So you have a reading. So last lesson was on outlines, so it was a little special. This one again, we see after the text you have narration. Now that we've learned outline, you'll do that, and some discussion questions, comprehension questions. We always just talk about that orally or just skip that. dictation, sentence play. And for writing, this lesson asks you to do a summary. And there are different assignments. This is about description. Describe his dismay when he first sets eyes on it. So that's for description. Main character. That's the text. Narration outline. Comprehension questions. Sentence play. And this one asks you to change the point of view. Oh, then it asks you to change the protagonist to add a new character. So like that's describe your character. So it's I think it's a good progression to teach you different parts of the narrative writing. And again, in this series after, it will focus on different things: comparison, confirmation, so different things. Let's look at this. Book 4. So it's like Proverbs, literal and figurative language in Proverbs. So it has exercises for this concept. This one, so those were students' texts, students' workbook. This one I got secondhand teacher's edition. So you can see you have the answers in the teacher's edition. It's about the same format. So it says create a new proverb, compare proverbs. So it has different focus, but still asking you to try to write that. So this was on Proverbs. That's creating a paragraph and topic sentences. So you read that narration. And again, that's a teacher's book with the answers. So it will ask you, this was on topic sentence, so of course it will ask you to write a topic sentence. So fixed grammar has 6 levels. I got student book level 1 and level 2. We tried it out. We are a third way through it, and we are doing copy work and dictation and written narration for now, but we may come back. So level 1 is nose tree, and I like that it's short. So for example, here that's the lesson on nouns, capitalization and marks, and then you have that's for a whole week. So week 1 we are focusing on that, and then each day you just do 1 page, 1 sentence. So you read it, see if you understand the vocabulary, find 2 nouns, and fix it. It tells you there's 1 wrong capital, 1 wrong end mark or missing end mark. So you fix that, and then you write the correct sentence here. So every day it's just 1 sentence, 1 page. That's day 4. And then we are into week 2. So first day you read. This week we are doing article adjectives, and that's the sentence for again, it tells you to find 1 article, 2 nouns, and fix 1 capital and 1 end mark. And so 4 days of practice. If you do this on Monday plus 4 days of practice, if you do it every day, it's for 5 days a week. And this is on pronoun, and then I ask you to find a nouns article from before and then pronouns, and fix things and then copy. And at the end, the sentences you write every day, at the end, altogether it will be a story. It will be this complete story. So level 1 is nose tree. So that was the first day. That was the second sentence, third sentence. So at the end, if you get these out, it will be the complete story of nose tree. And level 2 is the same format. And it's town mouse and country mouse. So at the end, you would have written, corrected and copied, written this whole story of town mouse and country mouse. So this is scheduled for 30 weeks, for 5 days a week, about 5 days a week. And it shows you each week, it talks about which parts of speech or capitalization or punctuation. That's the scope and sequence. That's all the vocabulary. And you have the complete story in the appendix. So that's level 2. It starts with noun, article, adjective. So my 11 years old, he did this one. He started with level 2. I feel like he didn't need to start with level 1. There were not apparent gaps, but it does progress faster. So that's level 2, week 5. We have conjunction, comma, who, which clause. So it's definitely harder than level 1. It progresses faster. So that's everything you need to find and fix those. But still, it's just 1 sentence per day that you can finish depending on how fast the student writes. but it's within 10 to 15 minutes per page per day. So I like that it's short lessons, so we may use that. And I also got this easy grammar, grades 3 and 4. Again, I like that it's short lessons, to the point. Like here, prepositions review, underline the subject once and the verb twice, and you can just do one worksheet, 1 page per day. And the thing is, it depends on the which edition you have. You have the answer right here, so you have to, I don't know, make photocopies of those, or just hide that. Ask the student not to look at that when doing the exercise. But it's a 1 page. You can just do 1 page per day. So I like that it's short, easy to do every day. So that's the grammar, writing, language arts. Thank you for watching. Please check out other flip and through videos on history, science, etc.